Good afternoon, class. Happy hump day. It's time for your daily lesson from Miss McDaniel. I'm going to go ahead and go over the first two problems on the homework tonight to kind of help you out. All right, our first example tonight is 2 1/2 plus 1 1/5. The first thing I'm going to do is rewrite it with like terms. So 2 plus 1 plus 1/2 plus 1/5. Then I'm going to combine these like terms. 3 plus 1/2 plus 1/5. Now, we studied last week that we cannot add these up because we have two different denominators. So we're going to use what we learned about finding the least common denominator by making our lazy T and writing our two denominators here and listing the first 5 multiples till we find one that's common. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I found my least common denominator, which is 10. So I'm going to rewrite these. 1/2 equals something tenths plus 1/5 equals something tenths. Well, to turn halves into tenths, I multiply times 5. And to turn fifths into tenths, I multiply times 2. When I add up, I get 7 tenths. I'm going to come back over here and combine that into 7 tenths. Add that to 3, and I have 3 and 7 tenths. Okay. Let's do letter B together. 2 1/2 plus 1 3/5. I'm going to add like terms. 2 plus 1 plus 1/2 plus 3/5. I'm going to add my whole numbers first. 3 plus 1/2 plus 3/5. Can't add these together because I have unlike denominators. So I'm going to find my least common denominator by making my lazy T. 2 and 5. And I'm going to do it again. And again. My least common denominator is 10 again. So 1/2 equals 5 tenths, just like before. 3/5, I'm going to multiply times 2 like I did before, but now this is 6 tenths. When I add up, I get 11 tenths. Well, 11 tenths is an improper fraction. I need to change that to a mixed number. So how many tenths make a whole? Well, 10 tenths make a whole, with 1/10 left over. See, 10 plus 1 equals 11. So 1 and 1/10 is the same as simplified 11 tenths. Bring it back over here. Add 3 plus 1 plus 1/10, and I get 4 and 1/10. Hope that helps you with your homework tonight, and I will see you bright and early on Thursday. Remember, Thursday is a half day. Bye.